This is an X Squad affiliate podcast. X Squad.
The number one cheap rocket jersey firm.
Lonely Hearts Cafe.
Spicy conversations.
Vince Wright, the sports governor from Minnesota.
Man, Deli Young.
Microwave.
Reggie Long, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents.
My name is Nathan Ivey.
The Sports Bar, also known as Stacy Sports Radio.
Victor Maroon Show.
Law 700.
Your boy BSTP. The BS3 Sports Show.
This is DJ Queen from the X Squad.
Jelani, JB Bodie, and of course, my man Lopan on the Wait a Minute Show.com. Ain't that right, Lopan?
We got the jazz.
Fresco famous.
Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast.
Soul Meets the Streets Radio.
DJ New.
From the bar. Talking 30. Chopping it up with Q.
Enough with the BS podcast.
Talking with Tori Show.
Plus Tar Sports Radio podcast.
Tasty Talk with man Deli Young.
X gon' give it to you.
It's gonna be called The Barbershop.
This is the barbershop.
What's happening? Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast on barbershopsportstalkpodcast.com. This is another edition of the Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. I want to make sure y'all heard me over all that noise. You know, I like to make a little noise before the show start. So real quick, make sure you follow us on Instagram at Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. Twitter at Barbershop SPOR2. Make sure you like the Facebook page, Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. Share videos, like videos, comment on videos, and also make sure that you tune into the website where we do blogs. Trey just put out a blog. Was it Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday. After it all went down, man.
So shout out to Trey with the blog about the obvious acquisition of Kawhi and PG13 to the Clippers.
More than just that.
Yeah, but
the little brothers,
I guess in lieu of that,
yeah, more dedication to the second basketball teams in each of the prospective cities, LA and New York. So make sure y'all check that out.
Absolutely.
So let me get in the chat room here real quick. We got Miss Mocha Bella repping the X Squad up in here.
What up?
Also got Big Kev 303 repping. What's going on? And folks, we got a phone line. So if you guys want to get in on the conversation this evening, the number's 240-532-2718. And a quick shout out, before we get into the show here. And I always appreciate other podcasts promoting other podcasts out there on social media and, Twitter and the Facebook world and all that good stuff. But I want to give a quick shout out to the Regularly Irregular podcast, who gave us a quick shout out on IG earlier today. And the homie's name is Jim Randolph. He's the host of the podcast there, the Regularly Irregular podcast. So,
shout
make
out
sure,
to you. Yes, sir.
No doubt, make sure you check that out. Google search. He's probably on Apple, so make sure y'all, go check him out and all that good stuff. So, just wanted to send quick, some love over there on that side.
Yeah, man. So what's good, man?
Hey, man, it's another week, man. It's hot outside,
hot as hell.
Word, man. But I'm happy to be here. It's another week in sports. We got some, big stuff to discuss today, and also I want to, make sure we let folks know, because I did put out a post, to preview what we were going to talk about this evening. So. Obviously, we're going to get into the Kawhi and Paul George situation with the Clippers, and then OKC and what they're going to do, and the rest of the NBA. A little later in the show, if you're in the chat room or if you're out there and you want to call in, we're going to be doing a best player in franchise history for all 32 NFL franchises.
Which means we're probably going to have to get through these topics quick.
Most likely. We'll see.
Yeah, because, I think we kind of, we're going to have some disagreements, but, I would think a lot of the teams, we kind of understand.
I think we're matching on it at the very least 50% of the teams.
Right.
I would say about that much, but I'll keep track of that because I got my list.
I got my list written down too. So
Yep. Yeah. So we definitely ready for that.
And just to, we should probably post, that'll be a good, post-eyes.
No doubt.
No
doubt. We'll definitely do that.
I'll do that tomorrow sometime.
Yeah, for certain. Because I definitely want people to get in on it and see, get the opinions of others, and, we can hash it out after that.
Sure.
So obviously, the big news: Kawhi Leonard and Paul George are headed to the Clippers, and there's so many directions I guess we can go with this. I guess we could talk about the. We could go with the Paul George situation. Like, how did that materialize? Because I was trying to figure out. All Saturday morning, I'm like, yo, like, did this dude really, like, tell Presti, like, yo, I want out. I've been trying to figure that out for, like, the longest.
I don't think so. Now, and if I'm being honest, I never thought about that angle.
Yep.
Because how I interpreted it, just based on what I read, was, it wasn't per se I'm unhappy here in OKC. It was more of a, oh shit, Kawhi want me to be in
LA. That's what I took it as.
Yeah. So I don't. So it was so when, but then that I'm thinking about it. What would be the benefit for the Thunder in that situation? So if he goes, if Paul George goes into his Presti's office and be like, "Hey man, look, trade me."
Right.
Kawhi going to the Clippers, and he not going to the Clippers unless I be there.
Right.
So I need to go. You know what I'm saying? Like we haven't heard of any relationship between Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. I know they are both from LA.
They're both from LA.
I know that, but I don't know that they have any type of per se friendship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how. I guess how did this happen?
Yeah, because to me, I was under the impression that Kawhi orchestrated this whole thing. You hear stories about the Toronto side of things where he went to Masai and said, hey, I need a superstar. And I'm going to give you some credit, Maestro, because the moment that came out with Toronto, I immediately thought about what you've been saying throughout the playoff run, and it was that Kawhi needs help.
Yeah.
And it kind of materialized that way, where Kawhi went to the Raptors and said, hey, I'll come back, but you got to get Paul George. And then there were stories that Westbrook was sort of kind of in that deal as well.
Right.
And I guess the exchange was for Masai to give up Siakam.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, it had to be more than that, because I don't know if that's equal.
I would have
trade.
threw Siakam to OKC for Westbrook and Paul George.
Right.
Obviously,
it had to be more.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's a way that they were just trying to make Masai look bad in the media. I don't know if that was the case. But if you're asking my opinion, I thought Masai did the right thing. Just, hey, nah, let's,
Well, if emphatically the deal was Pascal Siakam for, I don't know, let's say it was.
It's got to be more than that.
Yeah, sure. So let's speculate. Let's say it was Pascal Siakam and I don't
Kyle Lowry, because if you're throwing Westbrook in that deal,
sure. Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, and a draft pick.
Yep.
You not doing that deal?
I am doing the deal if it's not the Raptors. If I'm another team, I definitely make that deal. But if you're Masai, you're looking at yourself like, yo, I just won a championship.
Yeah, but you just won a championship because of the person that just left.
Sure. No question.
And obviously we're not going to, because I told myself I'm going to stop doing that. Obviously the role players played their roles.
Yep.
But this team ain't going to the finals next year.
Oh, no, of course not. Of course not. But for some reason, I just tend to believe that in their heads, they was like, yo, we won the chip. Like, I'm not gonna, and maybe Siakam, maybe Masai knows something about Siakam that, hey, maybe this guy's supposed to be like the heir apparent or something. Because remember, ain't no DeMar DeRozan even on that lineup right now, unless they think Siakam's supposed to be that dude moving forward.
But then that would be you in turn saying that you think Pascal Siakam is going to be a top 5 player in the next 2 or 3 years.
That's in turn what maybe Masai might be thinking.
Yeah.
That's they might be thinking that.
And
they might be.
There's no. I'm sorry,
and they'd be crazy for it. They'd be crazy for it.
There's no way in hell that they think. And respectfully, because Pascal Siakam is a good player, he's improved in his. I think it's his 3rd year. He's improved gradually,
and there's still an upside.
Yeah, and it's still upside.
Yep.
Nah, though. Nah. I mean, nah. I can't. I just can't see it. I just can't see it. And there is upside, and I don't know how much. Let me say this: I don't know in my mind, just looking at him play.
Yep.
I don't know how much more upside there is for Pascal Siakam.
I don't know either. I don't. And I mean, because I don't think he's going to be a top 5 player. I don't think he's going to be a top 10 player ever in his career. I don't know that either, but I get the sense, and I referenced this last week. Those games that Kawhi missed, I think there were about 20-something games, and they had a good record.
24, 19-5, I believe.
19-5, something like that.
Something like that, I think.
Yeah, for certain. I think that's the team that could potentially win 50 games without a Kawhi, without a DeMar DeRozan. I think if they maybe they make another move or two or something, but I think as currently constructed, I think that team could potentially win about 50 games, and that's max. I'm not trying to say.
I mean,
that
the 50 games is that's
a top 4 seed in the East,
right? And then I don't know. I'm not saying they're going to be.
They're not contending for a championship.
Right.
They will contend for playoffs for certain. I don't know about championships.
So, and obviously we freestyling.
Yep.
Where in your mind does he sit now?
He who?
I mean, I'm sorry, the Raptors. Where do they sit now in the playoff seeding in the East?
In the seeding, definitely from 5 through 8, but wouldn't surprise me if they ended up number 4, and I'd give them that being the highest that they could get.
Okay,
as a number 4 seed.
I'm thinking more along the 5 to 8
because we know it's Philly, we know it's Milwaukee, and then really after that, we got questions about the Celtics, but I think in the end...
But I like Celtics at 3.
They might be right there.
Yeah, I like Celtics
We got
3.
questions about the Nets, but we think they're going to be right there. We got questions about Indiana.
The Pacers are going to... I think the Pacers are going to...
But they're going to be there.
Yeah.
After that, what's that? That's just... What was that? 5 teams right there? So... You're possibly looking at number 6.
I'm thinking somewhere
from 5 to 8. Okay, yeah.
I'm thinking I'm more along the lines of 5 to 8 than I am 4 for certain.
Right.
And honestly, because now, as constructed, and obviously they would have to make moves, then they would have to make moves for a scorer, like a significant scorer.
Yeah. Right.
But as constructed right now, man. This team, you got to understand that on any given night, when the role players are playing good, it's still normally coupled with Kawhi Leonard scoring 25.
Of course.
So if Pascal Siakam has a 24-point game, Vliet's numbers going to have to step up. Siakam's numbers going to have to step up for certain.
Right.
And
there's some guys that have some upside on that roster.
They got Anobi with it. Yeah, Anobi. I know everybody, or particularly you, speak on that, speak highly on the dude.
Right.
Right. But I just, it might just be me. Yeah. I don't see nobody on this squad taking a significant step up enough to get them out of 5 through 8 seeding in the East.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. But I think you and I are a little closer in the sense that we know they're not contending for a title.
Yeah.
We know that they can contend for the playoffs for certain. I might be giving them, well, I am. I'm giving them as about as high of a ceiling as a number 4 seed, but realistically... 5 through 8 is probably
but
expectation.
I'm leaning towards 6, man. 6 seed.
Okay. No, I mean
6 seed.
No, I don't think that's crazy with the teams we just talked about and the moves they made.
Yeah.
I don't think that's crazy.
And I'll be honest, I don't believe that there's a move that they can make before opening day.
Yeah.
That's going to get them past the 6 seed.
Right. Let me get in the chat room here real quick. We got RJ in the building here.
What's up?
Also, Angry Black Man from Posting in the Paint. Also, Vince Wright from the Sports Done Right show. Angry Black Man says, I believe that alleged trade for Russ and PG13 for Pascal is bogus. They have a 4 to 5 year window to contend for the title with that trade. So, here's what I thought about just after I read that. I wonder, because remember, the Clippers' compensation was 5 draft picks. And who else did they trade?
Was it Gallinari?
Gallinari and the point guard, with the 2 last names. I wonder if that's what OKC was trying to get the Raptors to give up. Because some might say what the Clippers gave up was a bit much. But even if you slice that in half, so you're talking 2 players and maybe a couple draft picks.
Yeah.
Maybe Masai didn't want to give all that up.
But if it was for PG13 and Paul,
if it was for Westbrook, Paul George,
I just can't imagine.
I would give it up, but I think because it's Masai and the mindset that they have.
Look, I get Bill Young and all that. That's what they've been doing.
I just think that's where it was.
I tell you what, if it pay off good for him, if it doesn't and it comes out that was the case, that they were offered Russell Westbrook and Paul George for Pascal Siakam and 2 draft choices,
right?
Or 5, or hell, or 4.
It's got to, they had to offer more than just Pascal Siakam.
Yeah. If they offered Pascal Siakam, Kyle Lowry, and 3 draft picks,
yep,
and you didn't pull the trigger, and the Raptors aren't looking like a team that could possibly be a championship team in the next 2-3 years,
right?
You gotta look at you made a bad move. I ain't gonna say you gotta look at him as a bad
Oh, for certain, because the track record speaks for itself.
Yeah, right. But you certainly gotta look at him like you
like,
messed
whoa,
up.
like why did you
messed up? And
sure,
and when you make those types of mistakes, you gotta lose your job.
That's the business, right?
Yeah, like you gotta lose your job.
That's the business, and for all the praise we've given Masai on this podcast,
he's got to lose a job behind that. If all that plays out, that was what was on the table. He turned it down to go young and go cheap.
Right.
And because that's essentially what it was. It was being cost effective.
Right. Now, some people say Kawhi was using the Raptors as sort of leverage to maybe get the Clippers to offer a little bit more. I don't know if
what you mean
buy into that.
Like he went to the Raptors for that?
He went to the Raptors and said, "Hey, get me Paul George." And even if Westbrook wasn't in the deal, he probably still said, "Hey, look, I need somebody you to give up 5 draft picks." And maybe Masai was like, "Yo, 5 draft picks is a bit too much."
Yeah.
And maybe Masai came to the table and said, "Hey, how about we do this?" And Kawhi's camp said, "Nah. If it ain't 5 draft picks, the deal's off the table."
I just can't imagine the situation. And obviously, I hope we eventually find out. I can't imagine the situation if Kawhi goes into that office, Finals MVP, and says, "Hey, get me Paul George, or get me Paul George and Russell Westbrook." And OKC says, "This is my price."
Yep.
And it's something similar to what we outlined.
Right.
That they don't pull the trigger because now, look, they won it without those dudes. And I think it's fair to say that Paul George is a better ball player than Pascal Siakam.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
It's safe to say that even with Russell Westbrook's, however you feel about how his
game translates
or whatever.
Right.
He's better than Kyle Lowry.
No question about it.
And I guess it obviously is a style thing. I pull the trigger on that easy.
If it's 5 draft picks, you still pulling the trigger?
5 draft
picks plus Siakam and
Lowry. 5 draft picks.
Now remember, these are all first rounders. I forgot to mention that these were all first rounders by the Clippers. Yes,
all first rounders.
These were all first rounders.
Okay, now I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now that
yes,
that does change things.
Yeah,
that
now you're mortgaging about
your
5
future.
years.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, your future. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Now. Okay. Now, if I'm giving you Kyle Lowry and Pascal Siakam, I'm trying to get that to 2. Like, come on, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to get that to 2 because Russell Westbrook's 30.
Yep.
And while still playing decent ball,
probably had the best year of his career in Paul George.
Paul George. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But he ain't young neither.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Nope.
So it's like you gotta give me the. Yeah, you got. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. I would have definitely. Yeah, if you're talking about 5 first round picks,
that's what the Clippers gave up.
I would say the Clippers might have overcompensated,
and that's why.
Yeah, I didn't know what first round picks.
That's a hefty package, and
5 first round picks.
And as much as people are dogging OKC kind of cashed in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Well, I was. Let me just say, I haven't even thought about OKC for that matter because look, you get rid of Paul George and you shop in Russell Westbrook, you're in rebuild.
Oh yeah, you're rebuilding.
Period.
For certain.
And it's not like this team, this dynamic duo attempt at getting back into the championship competition.
Right.
It's not like this worked out, and it wasn't going to work out.
So I I partially agree with you in a sense that, and RJ in the chat room said he would only take first round picks, and I guess that means he would just take the picks and not any players. But that's a different discussion. Yeah. If you get the player for certain, throw that in there. But my thing is this with the Thunder: if you want to make a case that the front office should go ahead and fire Billy Donovan and find another coach that could make this thing work, then I'm with you. I'm with you if they decide, hey, you know what, we need to get rid of the coach. I'm also with the Thunder in a sense that, look, and I'm just going the last 3 seasons, minus KD. You've been knocked out of the first round. Rockets knocked you out the first year, 4-1. Jazz knocked you out 4-2. And just this past postseason, the Blazers on Dame's, 37-footer knocked you out 4-1.
Yep.
So, not only have you not made the second round, but you're losing to teams that have made moves this offseason. I mean, the Blazers made some moves to get better. The Jazz made some moves to get better.
And you shouldn't have lost to them years to begin with.
Them years, right.
Yeah.
Particularly the Jazz. And not just that. And let me, mention this too. Everyone on TV, on radio, when they talking about the West now, they talking about the Clippers, they talking about the Lakers. After that, they talking about Denver. They talking about the Warriors not being counted out. They talking about the Blazers. They talking about the Jazz. Not one person has mentioned OKC, even before this trade went down. Not one person mentioned Oklahoma City as even a possible threat in the Western Conference. And you're talking about two guys. You're talking about a superstar player who averaging a triple-double for the last 3 years, and one of the better two-wing players in the league on the same roster, and you're not even in the conversation to be a threat in the conference for this coming season.
I mean, but if you gotta keep it a bean, everybody else in that squad, boo boo.
Yeah, Steven Adams, boo boo. We weren't saying that though.
I mean, no. In the grand scheme, in the grand scheme of things of what else is going on in the West, like when you talk about who else is on the Blazers,
right? Sure.
You know what I'm saying? When you talk about who else, I mean, even with the Warriors, who we don't nobody want to count them out, but
but they're still being mentioned.
They're a better team than the Thunder right now, still.
Right, and we didn't even mention the Spurs and the Rockets. That's 8 right. That's 8 right there.
Yeah.
Where does that leave OKC?
Rockets ain't going nowhere, and you can't sleep on Pop.
Yeah, and so and I want to shout out 334 Bama Boy, because I was trying to have a conversation with him about the Thunder and the moves they made, and there's a perception that Westbrook is being sort of banged on in the media, and me personally, I'm defending Russell Westbrook in a sense that Paul George going to LA was more about Kawhi orchestrating this.
Oh yeah.
Versus Paul George didn't want to play with Westbrook. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I
have heard that he ran off two guys. No, he didn't.
Right.
He didn't. He didn't run off. He might have ran off Kevin Durant. He didn't run off Paul George.
Right. And even Paul George on his IG shouted him out. And was like, "Thank you, Thunder, for the couple years."
And you even saw him defending Russell Westbrook when a couple of people went on social media saying, he ran you off, and he was like, nah,
right. Right. I mean, say what you want about Russell Westbrook's game, but I don't believe for 1 second that Paul George was just like, oh, I got to get out of here.
He kind of, but I will say this, and again, I'm not saying Russell Westbrook ran off Paul George, but you got to say this.
Yep.
He threw that big ass party at his house.
Had Nas come from Queensbridge all the way to OKC. I posted a picture in the group chat. And I'm like, all this hoopla for
did all
nothing?
Of that and nothing, man. Nothing. You did all of that. And again, I want to be clear in my point.
Yep.
that Westbrook didn't run off Paul George. I don't think.
I don't believe that Paul George.
I don't think something happened in the middle of the season.
Yeah,
I
don't believe. Yeah, I don't
just
believe
think that the stars aligned. And honestly, if you're asking me, who would I rather play with,
right?
Kawhi Leonard or Russell Westbrook right now? It's Kawhi Leonard.
And a chance at a championship?
Well, we don't know if it's necessarily a chance at a championship. We just know that right now, Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the league right now.
Sure.
That's what we know.
But it's a better chance at getting the title.
The better chance for certain.
Than if he stayed in OKC.
Lou Williams, Harrell is nice. Patrick Beverly is a good defender.
That defense.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Both of those guys play defense in Kawhi and Paul George.
Yep. And Patrick Beverly's a pest. So, and Doc is one of the better defensive coaches in the league.
It's looking good, man. If I was Paul George, I could get out, and I know OKC can get me out of that contract, I would have did it too. Or get me traded, I would have did it too.
Because here's also my vibe. If you're Paul George, you get traded from Indiana to OKC, and there were reports then that he wanted to go to Los Angeles. And by the time that free agency period kicked in last offseason, there was opportunities for him to go to LA
with the Lakers
right. So it's not like, Paul, and I'm defending Russell Westbrook in a situation because I just don't believe that Paul George would just stay in OKC, knowing that he played with the man for 1 year and that there was potential to get better for certain. Say what you want about their win total. It improved 1 win per year after that. But if you're the 6th seed in the West and you can't get out the first round, then
period.
What's the point? What's the point? You got to break it up.
Yeah, I felt like y'all was better. That's what I'm saying. They felt like they were better than, and I'm gonna keep pushing the Jazz. They felt like they was better than the Jazz. I feel like they should.
They should have beat the Jazz.
They should. I feel like they should have beat the Blazers. I like the Blazers. They last year. I'm speaking of. They was little in the front court.
Yeah, and you can argue the Thunder was a better team, but I picked the Blazers if you remember because I just thought the way they got waxed by the Pelicans the previous year, I just thought that sat with them too long, and it was just like, okay, you know what, enough's enough. Yeah, and that's what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Unfortunately, for the Thunder. So Paul George, if he wanted to go to LA, I think the opportunity was right there the previous offseason to do it. Now, if you want to say, well,
why didn't he take it?
I have a couple reasons why I think he didn't take it. The Lakers was an option, and remember, he never got an interview with them. LeBron, remember, ended up going there, and I think maybe that might have been a deterrent, possibly for Paul George.
Paul George didn't want to play with LeBron.
It's possible. I mean, you hear that. Not just with Paul George, but you hear that with a number of players that they don't want to play with LeBron. The other reason, possibly, is when you look at the Clippers situation, Blake was already traded, I think, at that point. So they cleared up cap space and everything. I'm just wondering, maybe he didn't want to go there by himself and him be the number one guy. Knowing, not knowing what the Clippers could have pulled off that same offseason. So maybe he held off and was like, all right, I might find a way to get there, but for now, things are going well here.
So you really think there are players the caliber of Paul George sitting in their thinking tank saying, I don't want to be the number one guy?
It's possible. It's
like
possible.
People of his, like Paul George ain't no slouch, and there was at least a time where we thought he could be one of the best players in the league. There was a time.
For certain.
You're thinking that maybe he didn't think that he could become that with the Clippers?
It's possible. Sure. Otherwise, why miss out on the opportunity? Because the cap space was there. Blake was already traded by then. Yeah. So I'm just wondering what the deterrent was at that time.
I mean, you're right. It's possible, and it wouldn't be the first time that I've deduced that a player didn't want to be there by himself, especially in today's league where
the super teams are just loading up, man.
Yeah.
So maybe he wanted to play with a much better player than Westbrook, and Kawhi Leonard is a much better player than Russell Westbrook.
So, in your mind,
yep,
who's the better team, Lakers or Clippers?
In my mind, man, it's so hard to pass up on defense, especially when you got three guys that can defend like on elite status. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard to go against that. When I look at the Lakers, man, I look at height. I look at that front court, especially now they got Boogie on the 1-year deal. The dude's got the minimum veteran minimum now, which I think we both predicted would happen. Yeah. Danny Green is there now, and Rondo's back. You basically got Pelicans West, basically, with Rondo and Boogie and AD there. And LeBron's gonna play point guard. That's pretty unstoppable in so many ways. And I just wonder
unstoppable, you think?
With LeBron at the point and AD playing the 4 and Boogie's, and I know Boogie is probably away from the 28-12 seasons he's had.
I don't know if he's 15-9. That's what I've been kind of. I don't know if he's 15-9.
I'm hoping for 15-9 from him.
Yeah,
I'm hoping for that for him. But when I just look at the Lakers and their size, I just can't help but think, man, if it's a 7-game series, it really could go either way, man. It's just really like the Clippers defend on an elite level, and the Lakers just got so much size. It's just something got to give, man.
And
something's got to give.
And you going with the Lakers?
I'm giving the Lakers a slight edge. I'm giving them a slight edge.
Okay.
Cause see what folks miss about AD's game. That dude almost was a LeBron type, years ago. Before all the injuries started happening. You could argue Anthony Davis was similar to how LeBron plays his game almost. Probably without the assists for the most part.
Probably, because he's a post up, more of a he posts.
Right. I mean, I just think they get the edge for me because it's
because of AD.
Because of AD, the size, Anthony Davis, LeBron at the point. He's still gonna get you 25 and 9 or whatever. He's still gonna do that. He's still gonna rebound, and the Rondo factor. I think at this stage of Rondo's career, it's all about the brain at this point. And Rondo is one of the smarter players in the league. Got a ring. One of the better pure point guards that we've seen, over the last few years.
Yeah.
And the experience. I just think when you look at that, I think the Lakers get a slight edge.
I'm going Clippers, man.
Okay.
I'm going Clippers.
Can't go wrong with either one.
Look,
can't go wrong.
Like, okay, clearly, Anthony Davis is that dude. LeBron is that dude.
Yeah.
With that being said, I ask you this: when asses are tight in the fourth quarter, you going with AD or you going with Kawhi?
I'm going with Kawhi.
Sixth man, Lou Williams or whoever the hell is coming off the bench for the Lakers.
Yep.
They just have a better team, in my opinion. Who I've been saying this. Who's their shooters? The Lakers.
The Lakers and their shooters.
Danny Green.
Situation. Danny Green. And Caldwell Pope. They signed him.
Is he a shooter?
I don't know what else he does well. For the most part, I've seen him shoot.
Nobody on this squad says to me, when LeBron has to kick out or when AD has to get out of a double team,
right?
That none of these players say, I'm going to consistently knock down that jumper.
Kuzma, we ain't even mentioned Kuzma,
who's official, but I fear that he's going to drown in all this.
Oh, and the AD and LeBron.
I fear. I don't know if it's true.
Productional
dip. I fear that he's going to drown in it.
Productional dip.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. You think Kuzma's a guy that you give him the ball? I mean, he's not going to be like
to him in
move out the way, but you think if you dish it to him, Kuzma going to knock that shot down?
Consistently, no.
You don't think so?
Not consistently.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't have shooters, man. They don't have nobody that makes me feel like, oh, get AD out of trouble, or LeBron, sucks the defense in. You know what I'm saying?
Jared Dudley too?
Yeah. Like,
what's that for, toughness?
He's like,
that's
come
basically
on.
what it's for.
Yeah. I like Quinn. They got Quinn Cook. I like Quinn Cook.
Quinn Cook can shoot.
But is he that guy? He hasn't been in a position where they're going to be depending on his jumper.
Right.
Not in Golden State he hasn't.
Right.
He's normally off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
When they're not expecting a whole bunch of point production.
Right. Now, how about a situation like this? I'm gonna let you tell me what you think about this. So, LeBron has the ball, 10 seconds, and LeBron, gets a shot off. Clean look and everything. He gets a shot off, he misses, but you got some rim protectors, and you got some size in the middle, and it would be just fitting that AD could pull that rebound and throw it down right in the post there. What do you think about a situation like that? Because who on the Clippers is defending the paint? Who's going to defend Kuzma, AD, and Boogie if he's in that lineup?
Well, first, I don't know where. I left Boogie out for a reason. I'm not. I'm just
in that situation. You don't think he's on the floor?
I don't even know what I'm going to get from,
and that's fine.
I just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you that I'm not confident that DeMarcus Cousins is a 15-9 guy. I'm not confident in that. I'm hoping I'm wrong for his sake.
Sure,
but I don't think he's a 15-9 guy anymore. And obviously he was a 20. When he was in his heyday, he was 20 and 12.
Right.
But I don't know that he's going to be good.
Well, I mean that's a conversation. I mean, we definitely could have. For
so with that being said, when we're talking about the
moments, that's what we're talking about.
I'm not at all implying that Harrell is a better anything than Anthony Davis.
Mm-hmm.
But is Anthony Davis? I mean, is Harrell a good player? I
think he's a good player, but I think if AD, like I said, it could be a combination of AD, Boogie, or Kuzma in the paint, and you trying to box out those guys. I'm taking the Lakers guys over anybody on the Clippers if it's a box out situation.
In a situation,
in a putback, it's easy for, like I said, LeBron has the ball, 10 seconds, he shoots it, clean look, he misses. Who's getting that rebound? I trust the Lakers bigs more than I do Montrezl Harrell. Who else on the Clippers can defend? You trust in the dude they got from Philly, the Marjanovic dude? You trust that guy?
No. Trust no. I don't know. I hear you. Look.
So I'm looking at stuff like that.
I look at AD, LeBron, obviously, mm-hmm. Kuzma, and then everybody else. Rondo's always going to be a good point guard.
Mm-hmm.
He's always going to be a good point guard. Yeah. I think for the is he always going to be a star point guard? Like, obviously those days are past him.
Yep.
But solid run offense point guard, and obviously he's coming off the bench. At least until further notice.
Yep.
who am I? I just see guys, and I get it that on the Clippers you see more just guys than on the Lakers,
right?
But I think the difference is now we talking about Doc Rivers
versus Frank Vogel. That I'm with you on.
Yeah.
That I'm with you on in terms of the coaching.
Yeah, I just can't.
One of the best at during a timeout, drawing up a play, and the execution is just
talking about one of the best
point.
coaches in the game.
Yeah,
against Frank Vogel, who has been a good coach,
successful. Yeah, he's had some success.
He has been a good coach.
Has some success.
I don't believe you, coach.
I don't believe him over Doc Rivers.
I don't believe you, coach. I don't believe you, and I don't believe you in that situation. If God forbid, not God forbid, if it's the Western Conference Finals, Game 7, Clippers versus Lakers, and
so LeBron can't save Vogel. You don't think
LeBron save Vogel?
You don't think LeBron and AD can overcome any type of coaching deficiencies?
I do. But there are points where a coach has to coach.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Now, I'm saying that, but at the same time, we all fully know that if LeBron says, hey, LeBron could say mid-season, hey, Vogel ain't working for me. And he could be gone, Ty Lue would be in, and then
it'd be Jason Kidd in this situation.
Yeah. Unless LeBron say,
"Hey, Pelinka, get me my dude, man."
Yeah, look,
hey, it's possible.
We know what this is, man.
It's possible.
They got to deal.
I would have just hired Jason Kidd as the coach for real, though.
Me too.
Why?
Me too.
You know what I
mean? I 100% agree. I would have made Vogel the assistant.
Yes.
and Jason Kidd the head coach.
Yeah, for real.
But I'm going with the Clippers, man. I'm going with the Clippers.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think anybody can go wrong.
I mean, cool. I mean, we know what AD do. We know what LeBron does.
Yep.
And here's the other piece. You think LeBron playing defense this year?
No. But I do think that LeBron is going to be on some kind of vengeance because of missing the postseason for the first time in a while. I do think that you're going to get a rejuvenated LeBron James. I don't know if that means he's going to defend better or if he's going to, put forth the effort to defend.
God forbid there be a situation where Patrick Beverly scores 18, 20 points in a game because LeBron don't play defense.
Oh, there's going to be some smoke to be had.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's
let's be very
smoke.
clear. If LeBron said, "Hey, I want to shut him down," Patrick Beverly. Patrick Beverly's not like Patrick Beverly's some offensive anything,
right?
But if he getting backdoor screens because LeBron doing whatever the hell it is he does on defense, and fucks around and scores 20 in a game where the Lakers needed it.
Now, and who's sticking Patrick Beverly though?
Well, I'm only going under the guys that he's a point guard. LeBron's going to be a point guard.
Okay,
there's no reason to put LeBron on
because I don't think that's going to be even a matchup, even 20% of the time, 20% of the game time.
Well, maybe not Patrick Beverly having to guard LeBron James, but considering that LeBron doesn't play defense just as it's been,
right?
In the past year,
right?
Why not put him on the offensive liability? Wouldn't have to work as hard.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, no, that makes sense.
So
makes sense.
Look, all I'm saying is that there is a situation where,
right?
And let's to play to my point. You think Doc Rivers wouldn't be able to coach those situations up? And X's and O's?
Oh, he'll definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
One of the best out of a timeout.
Yeah.
One of the best.
He wouldn't be able to coach them situations where I ain't an X and O's expert, but a situation where he's left where Patrick Beverly is in LeBron's area and LeBron ain't paying attention.
I agree.
Think he couldn't do that 10 times in a game?
Doc Rivers is gonna coach his ass off.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
In a series like this, he's gonna do that. And let me get to the chat room for a minute, because we got like 3 Laker fans here in the chat room coming after you, Maestro. We got Broncos Boy in the chat. We also got the Microwave John Fisher up in here.
What's happening?
And we also got Mo Cheese, Fish and Grit Show right there, folks.
These are all Lakers fans.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Y'all are happy, huh?
And hey, guys, I appreciate you having me on, what was it, Sunday? They did a show Sunday,
okay.
And I called in just to, talk Knicks with them and see what they thought about everything. But appreciate y'all having me on the show, man. That was some good talk right there. But Mochi says Paul George and AD haven't proven anything yet, and LeBron and Kawhi have carried a team to a chip. So, Mo, I mean, what you're essentially saying is that it's a wash, because LeBron and Kawhi are pretty much the matchup for the Lakers and the Clippers. So, I don't know where you're getting there, but I don't think that means that one team has a better advantage over the other. But then, and
if you're going with that rhetoric,
yep.
Right now, LeBron versus Kawhi. Come on, bruh. LeBron ain't beating Kawhi.
Is it that? I was gonna say, is it that close?
Yeah, it's not close. It's not. Look, I respect LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard is not the smoke that LeBron wants in a one-on-one situation. Period.
Yeah, nah. Especially if you're not going to defend.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
In a one-on-one situation, vice versa.
Yep.
If Kawhi got to strap LeBron,
mm-hmm.
I like my chances more than I like it LeBron having to strap Kawhi. LeBron gonna get buckets because LeBron is LeBron.
Yep.
But he don't want to have to defend Kawhi on a consistent basis, and certainly not when it matters.
When it matters most.
Yeah. When it matters, I can see him trying to defer that to Anthony Davis.
Yeah, I agree with you.
LeBron don't want that Kawhi smoke. Hear me and hear me loud. He do not want that Kawhi smoke. He don't want it. And really, who wants it?
Nobody.
A healthy KD. Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
A healthy KD.
Yeah.
And those days might be gone.
And
God forbid.
And Anthony Davis ain't that type of player to, be like in a one-on-one situation.
They don't.
Anthony Davis ain't gonna be put in that situation.
Yeah.
To do that.
No. Unless they're gonna post him.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're gonna post him. But he don't want it. Mo, he don't want the smoke. He don't want the smoke.
Oh, so here he goes. He says he likes to talk. Y'all shortchanging Braun on D, but when they beat Golden State, it was because of a defensive play by LeBron. It was more than just a defensive play by LeBron.
And then that was come on, bro. We're not gonna sit here and act like
who took the shot.
It was years ago that Bron y'all talking about.
Uh-huh.
That ain't this Bron now.
Right.
Matter of fact,
right.
He's more Bron now. He was LeBron back then.
Yeah.
Now he Bron with the air quotations right now.
Talking 3 seasons ago, man.
Yeah, he don't want that Kawhi smoke. He don't gotta be Kawhi. Is Kawhi Jordan? No, he ain't Jordan. But I'm telling you right now, don't nobody want that Kawhi smoke. Look, I am done.
I tell you what, watching these finals and this playoff run,
don't nobody want the Kawhi smoke.
He got some Jordan tendencies. I hope I'm using the right terminology here, but I think he's like, maybe the mindset is there, like, yo, I'm gonna get mines, I'm gonna dominate. Maybe the mindset is there.
Somebody said kill. Somebody said to him, "Hey, we in these playoffs, kill. Because if you don't, we not winning."
He the silencer, man.
Go get him.
Yeah.
And he went and he killed all playoffs.
He the silencer.
Yeah, bro. Don't nobody want that Kawhi smoke in the playoffs right now.
Yeah, for real.
Don't nobody want it, and I'm saying that because KD is out.
Yeah, and KD, even if he's healthy, KD would want the smoke. He would welcome the
because
smoke.
he know he could jump over Kawhi Leonard. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. He would welcome that. So Vince Wright in the chat has got a question, and we'll discuss this too. Where will Westbrook land? And he's talking to Mocha about that, and I'm interested to see what Mocha thinks about this also. There's a couple teams that I think could fit Westbrook in the Eastern Conference particularly.
I only got one team where I want him to go.
Okay. Obviously, everybody's thrown out the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's thrown out Detroit. Two teams to me that I think could fit. Miami, obviously, for me, is a place I think if you pair him with Jimmy Butler, that's a playoff team.
Yeah,
in my opinion, that's a playoff team in the Eastern Conference. Championship,
nah,
no. But let's say somebody get injured in the East, maybe a Greek freak gets injured, or Embiid ain't there.
You hoping for it?
I mean, I'm not hoping for anything.
Yeah,
because I don't like the Heat all that much. But let's just say, you in a playoff series and a significant injury takes place. If you the Heat and you got Westbrook and Jimmy Butler. Mm-hmm. You got a shot. Mm-hmm. You got a shot. The other team that I think should consider going after Russell Westbrook, the Orlando Magic. If they want to build on what they did last year,
I like the Magic. I like that.
If they want to build on last season, you got to invest. You got to at least see what's up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Even if it means you give up a Mo Bamba. Or
see, I don't like giving up Obama.
I know, but that's probably what the cost is going to be, combined with some draft picks, and then maybe an extra player or two, to fit in the deal for that. If you're the Orlando Magic, I like Russell Westbrook with him and Vucevic. That pick and roll could be crazy for them, and I think they could build up upon what they done last year.
I like the Pistons.
You like the Pistons?
I like the Pistons.
Okay.
When I tell you, it's funny because what made me think about it was Markieff Morris tweeting about it or whatever.
Okay, because he's in Detroit.
He's in Detroit. Okay. So I'm like, damn. Mm-hmm. Blake Griffin,
Andre Drummond.
Yep. Dwayne Casey.
Yep.
You put him there, he's scoring, he getting you points.
He gonna get
Griffin
you points.
Getting you points.
And Westbrook gonna set you up. He gonna make some of them wing guys, them average wing guys better.
Just a little bit better.
Yep.
Man, you get that. You get him, Griffin, Morris, who's not necessarily, but he can get you 12.
He can get
you 12, and on a good game he'll get you 18, 20.
Right.
And then he got the rim protection. Drummond can still catch some oops. You know what I'm saying? Like
Derrick Rose off the bench.
Derrick Rose is there.
Let's not forget about that. Yep. Let's not forget about that.
Hey man, send Reggie Jackson back to send him back, bro.
Send him back to
send him back. Send him back, bro. Send him back, man. Send him back. Send him back. They thought they found the diamond in the rough when they sent Reggie Jackson to Detroit. Mm-hmm. Didn't work out, injuries, whatever.
Yep.
Send him back, man. Send him back.
Yeah. Thon Maker. Yeah, that's right. Thon Maker's in Detroit.
Man, that would become a squad. That would become a squad.
So
that would become a squad.
Eastern Conference title contender?
In the East?
In the East.
Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, man.
Okay.
I gotta say,
right up there with Philly and Milwaukee, right up there.
And I'm saying with Philly, only team I'm not gonna say, Detroit. What overreacting, not really putting all the thoughts into it. Mm-hmm. Only team that Detroit wouldn't be better than in the East, in my mind, is Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, yeah.
Because nobody's going to overcome Greek Freak. Mm-hmm. But Ben Simmons still can't shoot.
Nope. And it remains to be seen.
He still can't shoot. He still can't shoot. I mean, I know Tobias
is there.
Joel Embiid is the truth, but
the health is a concern. But I think Embiid is going to work hard this offseason and get himself in shape.
And I hope so.
Yeah, I really think that he's going to dedicate himself.
If you trade Reggie Jackson back to the Thunder for Westbrook
Yep.
picks, whatever.
Yep.
You could, I mean, hell, whoever you want to send with him.
Yep.
You know,
I'd send him Kennard. I'd send him Kennard too.
It's whoever.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want, Kennard is a good shooter though. But if you can keep Kennard, that'd be alright. But I'm just saying, get him there.
Not bad. Yeah. No, not bad.
Get him there. If you can get him there, get him there.
Not bad at all, man. I mean, I kind of like the fit. I mean, if we're talking those teams, Detroit's definitely a viable option there. I was just pulling up the Magic roster only because I, didn't pull it up when I was, discussing them as a possibility. I mean,
nah.
What are you giving up? If you're them and you want Westbrook, what do you give up? You giving up
Terrence
two picks.
Ross.
Yeah. Augustine, you got to give him up, right?
I mean, they were one.
Throw him in there. Yeah, throw him in there. Yeah, throw him in there. Yeah,
because I'm not high on Aaron Gordon in Matt. You know what I'm saying? I think he's averaging like 16, 18, something like that.
Right.
I mean, I guess you do need the points.
He could be a little better. I think Westbrook setting him up could make him a little.
I'm just more
better.
so saying if you're trying to get Westbrook, the only player off the table is Vucevic.
Yeah, everybody else is
expendable.
Oh yeah,
everybody else is expendable.
Markelle Fultz.
Everybody else is expendable, man. Jay Fish says, fun fact, fellas, everyone that started with Russ last year had the best offensive seasons of their career. Fun fact indeed.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
Hey, man, that's why y'all here, man. Y'all be bringing the stats.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Because generally, we just be talking shit. We don't really be knowing what we talking about.
And if that holds true, Russell goes anywhere, man, he can make some of these role players slightly better than what they are.
I'm rocking. Look, I'm about to hashtag it. I'm about to send him a tweet.
Westbrook,
hey, man,
to the D.
Get it done, man.
Get him to Detroit.
Get Dwayne Casey back in the conversation for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, put Eminem in the negotiating room or something. Put Big Sean up in there.
I get Sean in there, but I ain't got nothing against Eminem. I ain't got nothing. I was just saying that shit because he was white. I ain't got nothing against Eminem for real. It's a great rapper. It's a great rapper.
Yeah, man.
But get Dwayne Casey back in this coaching conversation, man. Because Blake Griffin ain't gonna get him there, man. Blake Griffin is a second.
Not
fiddle.
enough.
He's a second fiddle player.
Yeah, not enough. Him and Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond ain't even. Yeah, get Westbrook in there, and we talking. Now we talking.
Okay.
Now we talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how do you feel about him with the Heat? I don't remember if you said anything.
Man, I look. Something doesn't go Westbrook's way. Westbrook's going to complain about it, and to the point where Jimmy Butler gets tired of him complaining about it, or vice versa.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Look, those dudes, both of them are hot-headed. You know what I'm saying? Like they temperamental.
Right.
So it's like, nah. I did hear I don't want to break down because I don't remember exactly what they said, but I remember somebody saying that it wouldn't work with the Heat money-wise, though.
Yeah, and Broncos boy just put in the chat that it's $171 million over 4 years.
Yeah.
So you're really talking about the first year of this deal, next year, obviously. That's what's left on his deal. Mm-hmm. You're talking $38 million. Then after that, $40 million, and after that, it escalates to the fourth year where it's $47 million. So yeah, that's going to be tough for a team to try to get players and picks to match $171 million.
You know,
that's going to be tough.
When I was a teenager, or when I was younger than a teenager, and people was trying to you should play sports and all that, and I used to be like, nah. I ain't trying to do that shit. Mm-hmm. You know, man, if I could have just made the league minimum for the rest of my life.
There you go. You be straight, man.
Man.
Be straight.
And I get it. You know, everybody that, it's the millions of people who don't make it.
You'd have a crib.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You definitely
$47 million in a year.
Oh, man.
And we ain't even talking about, the tip of the iceberg money, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, man.
We gotta get it.
I'd kill for that. The vet's minimum?
Yeah. I might kill a nigga for that.
For real. Hey, I want to address this too before we move on here, because I've heard about conversations of Westbrook being traded to the Knicks. Let me be clear, as a Knicks fan, die hard, I don't want Russell Westbrook this offseason in a trade. I don't want him. Again, we're talking about a guy who's 30 years old. We're talking about a guy whose success is based off his athleticism. So, you mean to tell me that he's going to keep this up through age 31, going into his, mid-30s? Because, once he gets injured, once something happens to him and he starts to break down, now you're paying $40, $50 million for a guy whose athleticism won't be the same. And not only that, now you're talking about giving up R.J. Barrett, Kevin Knox, Mitchell Robinson. Now you're talking about going into the younger core players for a guy who's, at the prime. But if you have to pick one side of the prime, you'd say it's on the downside of his prime.
Yeah.
I wouldn't make that move.
Shout out to Vince Wright. Anybody want Wiggins' contract? You know what? With the way the Wizards are going right now, man, I wouldn't be surprised if we take that contract off your hands, man.
I wonder what Andrew Wiggins' contract is.
I wouldn't be surprised if we took it off your hands for you guys, man. I'm just not really... Wizards just doing what they do, man.
Yeah, let's see. $27 million this past season. Damn. Look at that, man. Look at that, man. that nigga about to get pizzy. $27 million next year. It goes up to 29 after that.
And he averaging like 17 a game, 17 points a game, maybe 6 rebounds.
Yeah. This is like a Kyle Lowry contract.
Yeah,
right there. Damn.
Wiggins is a max player. Is that considered? Damn.
Yeah. In the 30s?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Man.
Wow.
Hey, good job, Timberwolves.
Yeah, there you go.
Good job, guys.
There you go. That was another spot that people were talking about for Westbrook. Can you see that? Him and Cat?
Why? Like, why? Like, that don't even... I don't know. That just don't sound... I don't know.
Okay. Maybe because they're in the West.
Just let the...
And maybe they can't compete.
Let the Timberwolves get into tank mode. Like, just let them get rid of these contracts. Because Lord knows.
Make Cat unexpendable.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
Unless he threatens to, want out.
Yeah, like, just... Nah, bruh.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you, man. Hey, just a couple quick things. So, I saw on Twitter today that Marcus Morris is reconsidering that Spurs contract, and there's talk that he wants to now go to the Knicks. So, Skip Bayless on Twitter, of course, got to throw his 2 cents up in there, talking about if he actually does renege on the contract, that he'll just call him number 13 from now on. And that, obviously, because he calls Kawhi number 2, doesn't even address him by his name anymore. And so, so once again, Skip Bayless, being a little salty for Marcus Morris of all people.
Why are you so pressed to get Marcus Morris?
Yeah. Well, he called it a good pickup.
Which it was
a good pickup. But I mean, you gonna cry over spilled milk for Marcus Morris?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
not for Marcus Morris.
Yeah,
you ain't gotta disrespect him. I did let him go to the Knicks, man.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. We'll give him a solid contract. Ain't gonna be much.
That wouldn't be bad though if you put him at a 3 with Randall.
That
wouldn't be bad.
No, I like it. Actually, hey, Knicks, make that happen, man.
Yeah,
make it happen. So
I guess I probably should have did this earlier while we was all in that conversation.
Right.
In your mind, and I think I'm kind of knowing. I think I know where you're going. Best NBA duo that's been constructed. And I wanted to say for 2019, but it wouldn't be fair to put KD and Kyrie in this conversation
because we're not going to see them together
or the
for
Splash
this year.
Brothers for majority of the season. We're not going to see them.
Yeah.
So just right now, what is your best dynamic duo between LeBron and Anthony Davis, Kawhi, Paul George, Splash Brothers, KD and Kyrie, or any other duo?
Yeah, Jokic and Murray.
I forgot about them. That's a good duo.
Yeah. Dame and CJ is a good duo.
Mm-hmm.
In the East, you got. I think Greek Freak and Middleton. I think they're okay. I wouldn't
call them a duo though.
You wouldn't call them a duo?
Nah, I wouldn't call them a duo. Chris Middleton's a good player. Let's be clear on that. But he's here, and meaning Greek Freak is up here, and the gap between him and Middleton is it's a gap.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a gap.
Okay.
You know,
Simmons and Embiid.
Simmons and Embiid is a duo. Yes.
Okay.
While we're still on the train of thinking that if Simmons just gets that jumper,
right.
While we're still on that train, they're a duo. Yes.
Here's one for you: Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum.
No, I don't.
I'll say this remains to be seen.
Yeah, I don't want to call that a duo yet.
Remains to be seen. But if you're asking me who's the best dynamic duo right now,
I don't think it's a question.
Man, it's got to be in terms of duo.
Yeah.
It's got to be Kawhi and PG.
Nah,
Kawhi
and PG, huh?
Kawhi and PG dynamic duo.
Nah, man, I'm gonna go with LeBron and
you gonna
AD,
go with
man.
LeBron? It's funny how
I know.
we think the better teams
are different
from the duos. That's crazy.
Because
it's crazy.
It's so much you could do with LeBron and Anthony Davis.
Okay.
Kawhi can't run a pick and roll. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They Kawhi and PG can't run a. I mean, I'm sure they can, but but it's not the same with Bron being able to throw it in the post for AD, and AD being able to throw
AD can block. He gonna get you 4 blocks.
It's just so much you could do with that with those two players.
I guess I'm looking at it even from a defensive standpoint as well.
Well, yeah, because PG is a better
defender
than LeBron at this stage of their careers,
and Kawhi going to defend.
Yeah, for certain.
So I'm just kind of looking at kind of all around. I guess the only thing that Kawhi and PG probably can't do is dish out to the other players around him, like maybe on a consistent level. Like none of those guys are going to average 9 to 8 assists a game.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That's really going to be Patrick Beverley averaging the most assists on the team. So
the fact that LeBron assists the ball and rebounds the ball. Anthony Davis rebounds and blocks. Both of them scored 25 and up. It's just so much more versatility with LeBron and AD than it is with any of the other candidates. Just for shits and giggles, number 2 in your mind.
Number 2 duo, AD and LeBron.
AD and LeBron.
So I guess we're kind of flip flopping.
Your
two's what?
Actually, I'm going KD and Kyrie.
Damn, we just talked about
I
them not playing together yet this season.
I mean, if I'm looking at their skill sets, all right, let me tell you why. I'm thinking about this shit like NBA Jam.
There'll be plenty of that.
I'm thinking about this shit like NBA Jam.
There'll be plenty of that.
Kyrie is crossing you up till you fall on your ass, and he kicking it out. Yeah. And KD's going to be on fire the entire game.
Okay.
He's going to be on fire the entire game.
Okay.
Let's be clear. While we always talk about the Splash Brothers having the best jumpers ever.
Yep.
KD's jumper is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, man.
I really wonder. I really wonder who got a better jumper than Kevin Durant besides Steph, Clay,
Kawhi.
Kawhi got a better jumper than KD.
It's an argument for it. I mean, we say
no.
We say Durant, or I don't want to say we, but the perception out there that Durant's jumper is better. And listen, don't get me wrong, Durant's jumper is wet. Like, I'm not trying to short sell his jumper, but I think the fact that he's too damn tall just makes the jumper so much wetter than that.
But they go in.
But sure, they go in. Kawhi's jump shot ain't elite.
It's not better than KD's.
Why is it better than Kawhi's? Or make
because Kevin Durant, which we've seen on several occasions, walks the ball up and shoots.
Okay.
And it goes in. Kawhi's game is more coming around, getting it, pick and pop. Like, he got to be set up for his jumper to be wet like that.
Okay.
Kevin Durant.
So Kawhi got to put in a little extra work.
Kawhi is a rhythm jumper. Kevin Durant shit is pure.
Okay.
That's cocaine. That's cocaine.
Now, you want to talk about pulling up from the parking lot? KD's your man. I get that.
I'm talking about pulling up from anywhere.
I get that. Well, I wouldn't say from anywhere, but if
anywhere, he's better than Kawhi Leonard. Anywhere.
Okay. From 30, he's better than Kawhi. From 30, he's better than Kawhi.
Where?
But I don't know, man. It's just something about Kawhi's jumper, man.
His mid range is better than Kawhi's.
Who's mid range?
KD's mid range is better than Kawhi.
KD's mid range is better than
Kawhi Leonard's.
I don't know about that, man.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I mean, when you look at, and I guess their shooting form is different too, because Kawhi kind of shoots those like he doesn't shoot those rainbows the way Durant shoots those rainbows. Like, Kawhi's shots are just like, almost line drive-ish in a sense. And I guess to me, that's kind of what makes Kawhi so great, is that the guy's shot is like,
line
so
drive?
sloped. It's so close to it. It's close to it, and it go in. That's the crazy thing about it. Like you said, Durant's shots go in, Kawhi's shots go in. The way he shoots.
Let's, for shits and giggles, let's do field goal percentages.
Okay. Yeah, we could definitely do that. Broncos boy in the chat says PG13 jumper is wet when his shoulder's not messed up. Okay. He's taking a shot at Paul George right there.
Man, it's no way. It is. Now look up Kawhi Leonard. He's shooting 49%. 49.4.
Okay, and Kawhi's shooting percentage.
Oh, it shoots better.
It's better
by 200ths. That hundredths of a.
It's better, yeah.
But he's still not. His jumper's still not wetter though.
Okay,
okay. Look, that's why I said for shits and giggles,
right?
But
it's close. Percentage wise, obviously it's close. But man, I don't know. Just something about the way he shoots, and it goes in. So, but Durant, you tell me I could get Kevin Durant in a last second situation or throughout the game.
Somebody who shoots better than Kevin Durant? You cool? You say Kawhi. And obviously we not.
Would you say you wouldn't say Steph or Clay? Any of those?
No. They definitely shoot better than KD.
Okay.
I'm saying outside of them too. But when you talk about
Harden,
James Harden, I guess there's an argument for James Harden.
Okay.
There's an argument for James Harden.
I was just gonna say,
but I'm gonna still say no because of the volume of shots that James Harden takes. Mm-hmm. He takes a lot of shots
to get to whatever points he get. Yeah,
I would argue that Kevin Durant is certainly one of the more efficient scorers the league has seen.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's see. Harden's is 5 percentage points down from KD, 44%. So,
yeah, look, man. Right now in the league, I'm going Steph, Clay, KD.
Pretty much the whole Warriors,
KD,
the
Steph,
big
Clay,
three. Pretty much,
Steph, Clay, KD, which is why they were so dangerous to begin with.
Yeah, right. Nobody could stop them.
Yeah,
unguardable. So,
Steph, Clay, KD.
Yep. Mo Cheese in the chat says, "I'll take Kawhi's mid range off the dribble from anywhere. KD has specific spots for his mid range shot." Also said, hell no, Kawhi's jumper's not close, Trey. Kawhi's mid range is, wetter than water. Yeah. I'm with you there, but again, it's just something about the close to line drive shots that he makes and it goes in. It's just something about that. You want to get into this Tyreek Hill thing before we get into some of this NFL stuff? Yeah, so I know you... Did you get a chance to listen to that audio?
Listen to it, no.
Okay.
Read it, or read a story summarizing it.
Yeah. I kind of, briefly read something where there's like additional footage to the audio that was released a couple months ago. So I guess the local radio station released it, and quite frankly, they took some shots at the TV station that released the original audio.
If I'm gonna keep it a bean, they should have.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that. Agree with that 100%. So in 2014, and I guess in 2014 was the incident where he allegedly punched his girl in the stomach when she was pregnant. So in this extensive audio, the part that they didn't show you or didn't let you listen to was where he said to his girl, you lied on me about what happened in 2014. And I'm paraphrasing a little bit here, but basically, saying he didn't do what was claimed he did to his girl.
Well, I tried to take a couple of notes. So basically, the conversation that all this stems from is a conversation that was recorded while they were in Dubai at an airport.
Yes.
The radio station is Kansas City 610 KCSP. And basically, some of the things that were said in the conversation that wasn't played the initial on the initial TV station. It's like you said, the one quote being, "You ruined my life and you lied on me in 2014." Another quote was in reference to his son. "You know how I am with my son. I'm very hard on him, but I would never hurt my son in life." She asked, getting back to the whole 2014 situation, he says in the recording that he didn't hit her nor slam her, but he just picked her up and put her out of his house. And then she went to court saying, he hit me. The girl, Crystal Espinal, I hope I'm saying her name right, said, "Well, if you didn't, he asked, did I hit you?" And she's was like, "Well, where did the bruises come from?" His response to that was, "Well, did I hit you?" And her response was, "Well, where did the bruises come from?" They went on to, I think she said something to the effect of, "Well, that doesn't matter because right now we're talking about the kid." That's where he goes in and says, "I'm hard on my kids, but I would never hurt them." According to the recording, the girl, Crystal Espinal, said that the 3-year-old son said to CPS, Tyreek Hill broke his arm, or his father broke his arm. Then CPS did deduce that the way he was disciplining his child was wrong. And I guess to put a button on the conversation, the Chiefs are waiting till this is resolved to
thus explains why he's still with the team, because I think the last time we talked about this, I think we discussed that the Chiefs eventually were going to part ways with Tyreek Hill based on that first audio that was released by the TV station.
Yeah.
And now that,
it seems like they had the whole audio the entire time.
It appears that way.
Yeah.
It appears that way. And I just want to mention this too before I, get my thoughts about what you just said there. We talk about video always being the thing that's gonna, get you cut and out of the league.
Yeah.
We've seen it with Ray Rice, and most people thought they were going to see it with Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
But he's, back in the NFL. Audio, it seems like listening to the audio versus watching a video of an act is different. I mean, it's obviously different.
Seems that way.
But it seems that way. And I always thought that the Chiefs were, going to be like, okay, let's just kind of wait this out because there's nothing really visual or evident of what was talked about on the audio. So I always thought that the Chiefs were just going to, try and hang on and,
to their number one wide receiver.
Exactly. And see what's holding on. I got two bones to pick with two people or, one person and a group of people. The girl, for, lying on him.
Well, let me let you finish your point. I'm sorry.
And two, the TV station for releasing half-ass audio.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm with you on the second one. I'm not with you on the first one.
Say it again.
I'm with you on the second point of the TV station.
Oh, the TV station. Yeah, they got to get smoked.
I'm not with you on the girl.
Okay. Now, why's that?
We don't know we don't know that she lied. Just because he said she lied don't mean she lied.
Okay. So if she doesn't, hypothetically, if she told the truth. She said, well, according to the recordings account, that, he said, according to the account, that all I did was put you out of the house. And you went into the courtroom saying he hit me. She said, where did the bruises come from? If you didn't hit me. Okay.
He responded to that with, but did I hit you? She again said,
okay,
where did the bruises come from if you didn't hit me?
Okay, so good point. So doesn't mean she may be telling the truth about the bruises because that's what was in the audio. What Tyreek Hill is saying, did I hit you? I could see that.
He's saying that
I could see him not hitting her.
What I deduced is that he pled guilty to strangling her.
Yeah,
he pled guilty to that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I see her getting those bruises another way aside from him hitting her.
Sure. With that being said, and let's be clear on that whole debate was the 2014 case that he was found guilty of. He did the charges. He did community service or parole. I'm sorry,
okay,
probation.
Because I don't remember what the punishment was.
I think he did probation.
Okay.
Obviously, he was allowed to play and all that. With that being said, in my mind,
yep.
And I shoot Tyreek Hill a bit of bail. If you're trying to get a woman out of your house, and if that was the case,
yep,
and she refuses to leave, what you're supposed to do is call the police. That's what you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to, yeah.
But I could understand, not from experience, but I could understand him grabbing her, not necessarily by the neck, but grabbing her by her arm, pushing her out the door,
right?
Shutting the
saying,
door.
"Hey, get out!"
Yeah,
maybe throwing some stuff at her while
not condoning it.
They're moving out. Yeah,
not something I've ever had to do in my life. I'm just saying, I can gather that something like that could happen.
There's some movie scenes that kind of I can see that happening.
With that being said, if there were bruises, he pled guilty to strangling somebody, strangulation, which means at some point he put his hands on her neck, and I didn't read that he left bruises on her neck.
Right.
I know that strangulation to me means choking. At some point, he choked that woman.
And if it's a bruise, then yeah, it's got to be.
But they didn't
force.
He forced. If it was a bruise on the arm, he forced the arm.
Yep.
I'm not gonna call her a liar. I'm gonna say he did something he wasn't supposed to do to a woman. You lucky that's what you got off with.
Okay.
I'm not with putting your hands on women. I'm telling you, if it happens to me, I'm calling. If that situation be me, I'm calling the police. I will be called a punk. My friends would clown me. Oh, you called the police on your girl? Yeah. I called the police on my girl.
Because you know the climate.
Because I don't hit women.
Well, yeah. I mean that's obvious.
Yeah.
That's obvious, but
nah, you can't.
In the event that guys have this, maybe they have this inkling. Like most guys will be like, "Look, man, I don't touch women. I don't hit women, but I don't want to be tempted right now." And if that one sense of temptation happens,
I'm running.
Then
and I'm calling the police. I'm running, or I'm calling the police, or a combination of the two.
Then you got to know this. Then you got to know the climate, because the cops come to the house. She called the cops. They roll up. Whose side they taking first?
More times than that.
You know what I'm saying? Whose side they taking?
I'm trying my best to remove myself from the situation.
No doubt.
I'm leaving. Look. All right, you stay here. I'm leaving. You're not gonna get me in a situation where I gotta put my hands on you.
Yep.
I tell every single woman I've dealt with since I've had some sense in a relationship, there are two things that would have me to leave you in a relationship. One, I think you cheating because I got trust. I won't trust you.
Yep.
And two, if I think I gotta put my hands on you, if I feel like, oh, I'm about to put my hands on this, the relationship is over.
You just got to roll out.
It's over.
You just got to roll out, because if she says something or she do something else,
no way. No, it's not.
To trigger that more.
Yeah, it's no way. You're one. I don't hit woman, and two, you're not about to peg me to. You're not about to have me looking crazy to nobody about how I treat women, because I love women. One, and two, I love them more. You're not about to catch. No, you're not about to do it. There's no way it's going to happen. Yeah. It's just not going to happen. So one, I blame Tyreek Hill. You can't hit women.
Okay,
sorry.
Okay,
you can't strangle women.
I was gonna say you can't put your hands.
You
on
can. I'm
whether
not even saying
whether it be you strike them, whether it be you strangle them or whatever, in any form, you can't put your hands on
the
them.
only thing that I could, and again, I've never had to do it, but the only thing I could ever see me doing to a woman is grabbing her by her arms and shaking the shit out of her. That's the only thing I could. That's the only thing I could see me doing, but I can't see me doing that because I'd be sitting here thinking, "Oh, she about to hit me for shaking her."
Yeah, and
she hit me. Then
once that pop off, then yeah.
So
no, I see your point. I mean, the escape for Tyreek Hill was there. It was
leave.
There. No, I'm with you.
Call the police. Run.
I'm with you there.
Two. On the Tyreek Hill blame side, and it's funny because as I was on Twitter, trying to find the story, I saw immediately under the story another tweet from, I think it was Pro Football Talk. Why didn't you just leave?
Florio. Yeah,
why didn't you
I saw
leave?
that too.
Why didn't you just leave?
I just saw that too.
Look, bruh.
Yeah.
Look, me and my baby mother are as cool as we can be. We can talk, we can be cordial, we argue obviously, but it didn't work because it didn't work. Like, it's only so much shit you're gonna put me through.
Yep.
And I'm sure she feel the same way on her side.
Yep.
it's only so much shit you gonna. No. Why do we gotta go through this? Why do we gotta go through this? This dude is for certain getting ready to be a millionaire, and this the shit that's holding him up. Some chick, and even quoted in the audio. I shouldn't be with you. I don't know why I shouldn't be with your ass.
Right, and yet you still with her.
And yet you still. I don't know where you at now, but
they not together from what I read just now. But
man,
but if he leaves, I mean, just kind of going back to the situation. If you Tyreek Hill and you just say, hey, you know what? This situation is getting toxic. I don't want to be in this room. I don't want to be in this house. Or if I feel I got to put my hands on you, I got to go. Because guess what? I'm an athlete. I got to get this money. And quite frankly,
I'm not a trifling nigga that hits women.
I'm not going to let the media dictate whatever happens here if it happens here. Yeah. And that's exactly what happened.
Because it's exactly what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
This could not be his fault. Guess who I'm blaming? The man, Tyreek Hill. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
This could have been her fault. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
I can't argue that.
But guess who I'm blaming? Tyreek Hill.
I can't argue that. She got to have some culpability in the situation.
And I'm not saying, and look, truth be told, I don't give a damn about the TV thing because, yeah, should they? But I didn't get no extra context from the extra audio.
Right.
It still makes that Tyreek Hill look like a piece of shit.
Right. But maybe at that moment in time, that TV station is playing a part in Tyreek Hill costing himself some money.
Nah, because nothing, and again, nothing, if I'm being honest, this just makes him look more like a piece of shit. Like, or a young piece of shit, I guess. A young mind, mentally underdeveloped piece of shit.
For certain.
Like, nothing in this, in the extra audio.
For certain, yes.
Made him seem like, oh man, this dude, he a good dude.
Right.
Nothing, no, he just looked like a piece of shit that said, I mean, the only thing that I could, but not really is, I would never hurt my son. But if you broke your son's arm, and I'm not saying he did it intentionally.
Yep.
I'm saying he was being too rough with a child if you broke his child's arm. You still broke his arm, so you got to pay the penance. Like, I always say this, so, like, you whip your kids or whatever. And I'm not saying you, just saying in general.
Right.
You whip your kids or whatever. If you whip your kids to the point you leave a mark on their leg, and CPS see that there's a mark on their leg.
Oh, it's gonna be some problems, man.
You whipped them too hard.
Yeah.
Guess what? You gotta know what you got. You gotta. There's a threshold for it.
Right. Yeah. You whipped them too hard. Number one, and two, there was no. I don't. How can I put this? There was no, like, okay, you discipline your kids, but obviously you discipline them in a manner where it's still love and it's not within anger.
Oh, I whip my kids in anger.
You discipline your kid in an anger to the point that it left marks.
You left marks on your child, yeah,
and some guys, I don't, like you said, you do it in anger.
I do.
You might do it better than most.
Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you, because I just never, I do not believe that fake ass narrative. And just my opinion.
Yep.
That parents in general, if you can whip your kids within 5 minutes of what they did, you whipped them in anger. You saw what they did, and you got mad and you hit them.
Oh, yeah.
Because I promise you, if you would have waited an hour and calmed down,
right,
you wouldn't have been mad no more. You just would have been able to say, hey, you shouldn't have did that because this.
Right. It depends. Yeah, I mean, it depends. It depends.
I can't see it because truthfully, and just tell me where I'm tripping. If I'm tripping, hitting a child does what in terms of teaching a lesson?
It to me,
it teaches him through pain that they shouldn't do something.
Right, and with experience, it just teaches you, hey, I probably shouldn't do this anymore. If I'm being, hit for doing such thing, but
it
depends on the child too.
And then you be mad when your kid go to school and see somebody doing something they don't want them to do and they hit them.
Yeah, right.
And then they get in trouble in school for hitting, but how you gonna get in trouble for they in their mind? Shit, nigga, I get hit all the time when I do shit wrong.
Right. And then you can't tell them to hit, and then you hit the child too.
Yeah. So I mean, all that to say, because I'm saying all that, and if I'm being honest, I haven't had to whip none of my kids, my 2 kids, and
yeah, I'll say my toddlers, and especially my oldest one, I've never used the belt.
Nah.
I've never used the belt. Always my hand, and even on occasion, if I got like a hanger or something, I just tap them a little bit. I don't even wail on them.
Always my hand.
It's just it's just a pat with the hanger, but with my hand,
I think I might have. I don't necessarily call this whipping. I might have smacked my child upside the head when she was just being retarded. Like,
right.
I know you're not supposed to say retarded, but when she was just being stupid, it was like, shut up. Come on.
Yeah,
you're tripping.
Yeah, I've done that. To my oldest a couple times.
Like, come on, like that was just stupid.
Right.
That type of thing.
Right.
But all that to say is, if you broke your child's arm, and I'm saying if, because I don't know what happened.
Right.
And ain't my business. If you broke your child's arm, you need to take a serious self-evaluation to how you discipline your kids. And there should be, the case is dropped as far as we know, on a legal matter. I would love to see the NFL take this. Like, you take every other matter into your own hands. Why not this one?
For certain. Like, come on. And I believe from the jump that the Chiefs suspended him from the facility, that the NFL had taken some notice to this and is investigating. And
if the Chiefs deduced that Tyreek Hill broke his child's arm and you cut Kareem Hunt for his shit, I don't see how you don't keep that same energy. I don't see how you don't keep the same energy. I just don't.
Got some breaking news here. So I don't know if this is official or not, but the NBA has passed this rule now where coaches will be allowed to challenge plays during games for next season. So I don't know how people feel about that. I don't even know how I feel about it.
I know how I feel about it.
I just think it delays the game.
Yeah, and that's why it don't need to happen.
So
Look, I get that refs make bad calls on a somewhat consistent basis, because I won't even say it's consistent. Basketball is different because you don't take a break every play.
And here's what I wonder also, because they review some of these plays already in the league. Some of the plays, particularly even after, I guess, 2 minutes, they're reviewable. So it's like, okay, why can't y'all just have plays reviewable within the course of the game? Maybe allow a couple of reviews per game. If something that the ref might think, oh, okay, I think this could go either way. Like, one ref might see something, and then the other ref across the court might say, hey, hold on. I think we got to review this because I saw something different.
But don't they do that anyway?
They do that anyway.
Just the coaches are not involved.
Right, where the coaches aren't involved. So my point is, why delay the game further when you could just... So what, are they going to get challenge flags? Like, they're going to throw flags on the court? Like,
no, they're going to do it how they do it. I mean,
I guess like baseball.
Yeah, they'll put them to the side, run down the court or some shit.
Baseball, they do that. They come out the dugout.
If I'm not mistaken, there's normally a referee at like half court anyway. So
So
they won't have a problem getting to the ref. I don't stop. Basketball, man, I don't like it because basketball is supposed to be a fast sport. I don't like it.
Game.
I don't like it. I just don't like it.
Yeah,
but whatever.
They could. Yeah, I think they could do it.
I thought they were supposed to be trying it out, and that's what it was. But trying it out like in summer.
They have passed, and this is from Basketball Forever, the page on Facebook. NBA has passed in-game challenge flags for head coaches. So they are getting flags.
Yuck.
If this is true.
Yuck.
Wow.
Man, I hope that's wrong. I hope that's false.
Wow.
I don't want to see no damn flag thrown on the court.
Right. Like it's football or something.
Hey, cut that shit out. Like
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hit that, sit your ass down.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Let me get that shit right real quick. I was on the chat.
Man, sit your ass down.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah. I don't like it.
All right, y'all. So the moment's here. So we talked about it at the top of the show here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe this topic that we're about to do right now, this was sort of an inspiration off of, I guess, I was talking about Carson Palmer being inducted into a Ring of Honor for the Cardinals, and we had that talk, and then Maestro decided, hey, let's have a segment where we go through each of the 32 NFL teams and we pick the best player in that team's franchise history. So you guys, if you want to join us in the chat room, if you're still listening, you want to play along with us, most certainly you can do that. Also, you know, if you want to call in the show, 240-532-2718.
I wish you would have did that.
What's that?
Gave out the call-in number.
Well, hopefully, you know, it'll.
Hopefully you don't call. We'll deal with you in the chat room.
If you do, just give us
don't
your name,
call, goddammit.
and that's it.
And we're
cutting you off.
No, because they're gonna argue. Niggas gonna want to argue if they call.
All right. Well,
I don't think none of my shit's
argue on
secret.
social media.
Yeah. At Maestro Styles, at Trey Frazier.
There you go.
Do that.
There you go.
Or at Bobshot SPOR2. Trey does their Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Twitter and all that good stuff. So
yeah. But we doing NFL, y'all.
NFL. Yep. This is the best player in the franchise's history for all 32 teams.
Now, I want to throw my disclaimer out because when I saw this in the notes, I called you last night.
Yeah.
I am only counting teams that are here now. So the Titans, I'm not counting Oilers. I'm counting Titans. I'm not going to the Oilers.
Okay.
If you're talking about
now, I want to stop you for a second because when you called me, I really was trying to debate this with you, but the reason I didn't was because Natalie kept nagging me for something, and I had to get off the phone.
Right.
But so how many situations are
there like this?
Like this. So
I don't know.
Well, I think I can break it down real quickly here. So obviously the Titans was once upon a time they were the Oilers from Houston. So that's the same franchise, same lineage, same records and all that stuff. Yeah, 20 years ago. Same thing. When it comes to the Ravens, now when the team moved, they were still considered the old Browns, but when the Browns got reinstated in 99, that's when the Ravens sort of kind of branched away from the old Browns records. So the Browns are separate, the Ravens are separate. There's no, the Ravens used to be the Browns.
Depends on how you look at it, but sure.
But the caveat is that the Browns got reinstated.
Yeah.
Had they not got, like if the Oilers got reinstated, then the Titans would be on their own.
Okay.
We know Jacksonville, Carolina, they're their own.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who else. I think that's it. I mean, I don't know. But I think that's I think that the Texans are by themselves.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
I mean, that's the way I did it though.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So
no,
obviously you're probably gonna have an Oiler for your situation. I still got a Titan for my situation.
I truth be told, I don't have an Oiler. Even though it's debatable,
and I'm about to say because in turn we would be arguing.
It's debatable
because we would damn sure be arguing about that. I promise you. That would if I was going to do that, I would be arguing. We'd be arguing. When the H-Rap B,
what up, H-Rap?
WhatsApp says not so. When they left, the mayor took them to court. When they left for their
talking about the Browns,
right? But I'm not understanding the. Not so. When they left, the mayor took them to court. When they left for their mall and
I think naming. I guess he means like their naming rights and the records and all that stuff. But either way, the Ravens now are just the Ravens by themselves. They're no longer considered.
Yeah, you do consider
the old Browns because the Browns got reinstated.
But I just wanted to be clear on what because I know that there are Oilers that are better than my pick. in my opinion.
I know that too.
So that's why
I know that too.
Okay,
for certain. So you want to go AFC East?
AFC East.
Okay.
All right.
Buffalo Bills.
Bruce Smith.
That's a good one.
Bruce Smith, but I did battle with Thurman Thomas.
Okay. I didn't battle with anybody. OJ, man.
OJ. Okay.
All right. OJ. Hall of Famer.
OJ.
The dude, I mean, watching some old clips, the dude was a beast of a running back. Mm-hmm. So I got OJ there.
Okay.
So we differ on that. Miami.
Dan Marino.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got Marino too.
Yeah.
So the Patriots.
Tom Brady.
I got the crybaby Brady.
Yeah.
Right there. No dispute there.
I think we'll disagree here.
I think we'll disagree here too. New York Jets.
Darrelle Revis.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That is actually a good one.
Today OJ birthday? Get out of here, Mocha
You know what? I think it is. I think I did see something like that. How old that nigga? Like 73 now?
Shout out to the Juice.
That nigga 73 years old now.
He been quiet on Twitter though.
Lately, right?
Yeah, he been quiet on Twitter.
Lately, yep, for certain. Mocha Bella, Dan Marino, the Dolphin fan. Yep. Everybody agrees there. With the Jets, I got Curtis Martin.
Okay. I mean, he was in my,
Okay.
And I also give you a full disclosure. Some of these teams I couldn't break it down to one, so I'm gonna kind of like make my decision.
I had like some slash, slash somebody.
Is it fair that we gotta stick to one though?
It's fine.
Yeah,
we stick to one.
We'll make the decision we'll make the decision live.
We'll do that.
Okay,
we'll do that.
All right.
So we differ on the Jets, and somebody will say Namath, but I wasn't going that far back.
Okay.
Word. AFC North. So the Ravens. This is a no-brainer.
Yeah,
it's Ray Lewis.
Yeah,
it's Ray Lewis. The Cincinnati Bengals.
AJ Green.
Best player in franchise history
ever.
Okay. That's off the wall there.
AJ Green.
And it's funny because your boys up in here. We got
Fame Rothstein.
Rothstein. That's Fame up in Prospect, y'all.
We talking about the NFL.
Hey, yeah.
Best player franchise history.
Yeah, and we talking about your Cincinnati Bengals, man.
I think AJ Green is the best Cincinnati Bengal ever.
Okay. H-Rap B says Ken Anderson, stop it.
Nope.
Okay. The best Cincinnati Bengal in franchise history, in my opinion, is that nigga Ocho Cinco, my nigga.
I think Ocho Cinco was more flashy, man, but
yeah,
he was definitely more flashy.
Yeah, that's why I picked him.
All right.
Fame up at Prospect. He says Anthony Munoz.
You talking about gay Anthony Munoz? Rest in peace. He died too. Rest in peace. I'm sorry because I forgot he died.
Oh, come on, man.
I forgot he died. I said my fault.
Oh man.
Hold on, but you saying Ocho Cinco or Chad Johnson? Those are two different people.
Oh, come on. We gonna go there, man.
Come on, man. Chad Johnson just because I assume that's who you mean.
Yes. Who else is Ocho Cinco, man?
Nah, because he changed his name to Ocho Cinco.
Okay, so what? That mean he a different player?
Yeah, he was a different player when we turned to Ocho.
Same
Cinco.
body, man.
Yeah.
Different name, man. But yeah, that's the dude right there. H-Rap B says I think he means Boomer and won league MVP, so he thinks Boomer Esiason.
Nah,
but
shout out to him. Went to Maryland though.
Yeah, and shout out to
Icky Woods.
Yeah, that's true. Shout out to Icky Woods.
Icky Shuffle.
Yeah, but and look, don't get me wrong. Throughout the history of that franchise, their best time was probably the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody was flashier than Chad Johnson, aka Ocho Cinco.
I mean, if you count the best player in franchise, yeah, cause Icky Woods, man, the Icky Shuffle, Slim.
Okay,
he more flashier than Chad Johnson, man.
You said he wasn't?
He's more flashy. He had a dance, a touchdown celebration.
Yes, I know. And they did a commercial with the dude doing it in the supermarket. It was a culture shot. It was a cultural dance. Sure.
He only wish he could have that kind of history.
How many years did Ickey Woods play for them? I'm about to... Gotta go to Google here. 80... entire career 88 to 91.
He had an injury, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, we got a phone call here. Gotta make this quick.
Cause I knew y'all was gonna try. To do this shit.
All right.
Hold on, caller. Hold on. I gotta get you off the.
Hey, what up?
Caller,
what up, Fang? What's up, man?
What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Hey, I'm good. Man? What's good?
Oh no, I just wanted to participate in the best ever conversation now. If we talking, when it comes to the Bengals, I mean, we don't have any really national marquee players to begin with.
I
mean, AJ Green, as good as he is, he's just not. When they talk about the best receiver, he never gets mentioned.
He's like number 5, but when he was in his prime, most people had him at the 5th best in the game or something like that.
Yeah, I had him top 5.
Yeah, I had him top 5 when he was in his prime.
Yeah.
But now. First of all, he shits on Chad Johnson.
Thank you.
Ocho Cinco, whatever. He shits on him.
Wait a minute.
We thought Chad was good, and then AJ comes through and is like, now Chad's it's revisionist history. Now he's being looked at as a cancer. Wasted Carson Palmer's best years.
I would say he did that, but
you said he wasted Carson Palmer's best years?
I would say he made.
Yeah, because Chad was down here clowning. Him and TJ were a couple clowns.
That nigga produced though, man. Come on, man.
He produced, but he was a distraction. You gotta remember, football is like a classroom. It's the only sport where you practice more than you play, because it's like a classroom, and every Sunday is your test. And Chad was a constant disruption, just too many shenanigans. Carson Palmer, kid had a Hall of Fame skill set.
I agree with that.
He just had some injuries. It wasn't even the fluke injury
game
with Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Yeah, in the playoffs and whatnot. So some of Carson's best years were kind of wasted in dealing with the cancer that was Chad, TJ, and I hate
Chris
to say
Henry.
it, but the dearly departed Chris Henry.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Yep.
Right, but even after all that, Anthony Munoz is clearly the Bengals' best player ever. He's our only Hall of Famer.
I thought about Anthony Munoz.
Yeah, but we know that AJ Green going to the Hall of Fame, though, right?
Well, we like to think so, but hell, does he might not go in as a Bengal.
Why? Because you think
might go in on his next team. He probably he's on his last year of his contract.
Okay.
Might not resign, and he goes somewhere else and wins a ring. He's kind of like the wide receiver version of Carson Palmer. Had his best years wasted with Andy Dalton. I'm telling you right now. I mean, you guys know because you watch a little bit of the AFC Central.
Yep.
But watching AJ Green for the past, this is going into their 9th year. Him and Andy Dalton together. AJ Green has at least 7,500 yards that he left on the field because Andy Dalton underthrew him on a deep ball.
Okay, so I agree with you. I agree with those statements, but does that really deter that he's the best Bengal in the history of the franchise? Because
right now it's Munoz
overthrew him.
He's going with Munoz though. That's what
sure.
With.
So right now it's Munoz.
But in terms of the better receiver, so you're saying?
Oh yeah, he's already got AJ Green. Just watching him, he's bigger, he's faster.
Yeah, he's better than Chad Johnson. Now, I will give him this. Chad Johnson runs routes like a motherfucker. Chad Johnson was running routes in Cincinnati,
I don't know,
but
I don't know, man.
I don't know because when he left the Bengals, he couldn't stay on.
Yeah.
Okay, but we ain't
he goes 8 games in New England and 1 preseason game in Miami.
We
ain't talking about Patriots, man. We already talked about Patriots.
He probably didn't work out in Miami because that's when he head-butted Shorty.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm not sure that his route running was really all that. He just feel like this. He wasn't worth the cancer that he was bringing when it was time to produce. Maybe early in his career, but once that he jumped the shark with the Hall of Fame jacket on Monday Night Football.
Okay,
and from there it was just a steady decline.
Okay, fellas, I'll give you this.
I hate that the first thing you always do this shit.
What?
You go straight to the stat book.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
I'm listening.
I will give you guys this. AJ Green plays a few more seasons. Steady, consistent numbers. I'll put him ahead of Chad Johnson. But for right now, I'm picking Chad Johnson.
All right, man.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm telling you right, you did wrong. But first of all, Baltimore, you just don't like him because Baltimore they haven't covered AJ Green since he first came in the league.
They haven't covered Chad Johnson. What the hell they got to do with anything?
AJ Green tells y'all are way worse than Chad Johnson. I'm telling you right now.
What they got to do with Chad Johnson tore us up too.
Not like AJ Green.
You give AJ Green Carson. Give AJ Green Carson Palmer. AJ Green looked at as another Moss.
We'll see.
You give Chad Johnson.
Give him his ACL back too. Give Carson Palmer his ACL back too. But he had some good years after that. Don't get it twisted. He had some great years after that injury. But you give Chad Johnson, Andy Dalton. Chad Johnson is not even, a 5-year receiver.
Hey, man.
All right.
Appreciate you, bro.
No doubt.
All right, y'all be safe. Holla.
All right, I'll holler, man. Come on, man.
See, I told you, this is what you started, brother.
Come on. Okay, it's cool,
so you say, Chad Johnson.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Chad Johnson. Cleveland Browns.
Marion Motley is it's funny. I'm old. I mean, I'm young in the sense of NFL history.
Young and old.
I'm young in the sense of NFL history. So one day I was at work talking to my boss, and he was telling me about this cat name. He was like, "So you never heard of Marion Motley?" I encourage you to watch this dude on YouTube.
Okay.
In the 70s. I don't know if he was before or after Jim Brown or at the same time.
Okay.
But when I tell you this dude, Marion Motley, was like 8'8", 350-pound fullback. He was just running. I mean, I wasn't really that big. But when I tell you he was so much bigger than everybody else.
Okay.
And was running over everybody. and it just...
Okay.
Of course, the go-to guy is Jim Brown. Somebody's already there.
Yeah, I got Jim Brown.
Sure. I'm going Marion Motley for the shits and giggles. I like Marion Motley.
1946 to 53. What's that? 8 years? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was way before. He was before Jim Brown. Then. Okay, good.
Yeah. But two all first teams.
Marion Motley, man. I'm trying to tell you, this dude. All I'm telling you is when you get a chance, YouTube Marion Motley. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And that's why I'm picking Marion Motley.
Okay.
Obviously, statistically and all that, no, he's not better than Jim Brown.
Certainly.
And I guess this wasn't a favorite list, but
this is this is more of like a, this is a history lesson for most folks.
But I don't care. I'm going with Marion Motley. Kiss my ass.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm sticking with the homie Jim Brown here. Let me say what up to the Notorious Raider for Life here in the chat room.
What's happening?
So yeah, we're gonna get to the Raiders, man. We're getting there. We're getting there. Pittsburgh Steelers. And this was a tough one.
This is a tough one for me, man.
This was a tough one.
But I tell you what, I have got it down. Look, and I realize it, and I'm realizing it now that I'm saying it with you.
Don't say Roethlisberger.
No, hell no. Fuck no.
Thank you.
No, come on now.
Thank you.
That is damn near disrespectful. What you just said.
Thank you.
That is damn near disrespectful. No. That Bama threw 7 interceptions last year in a game, or 7 turnovers in a game.
Hey, thank you.
H-Rap B says it's easy, Joe Green. Nah, not for me, bruh.
Yeah, I don't think it's easy.
It's not easy for me, man.
This was tough, man. It's a lot of Hall of Famers.
I want to say Jerome Bettis, but I'm going with Troy Polamalu simply because Bettis had a career before the Steelers.
Where was he at?
The Rams.
Rams, okay.
So I'm going to go with Troy Polamalu for that reason and that reason alone.
I'm gonna go Franco Harris, and I guess you can't. I mean, really, if you pick anybody, Joe Green, Franco Harris, Jack Lambert, I mean, you really can't go wrong with any of the names. But I just picked the name.
Radio
really.
for Life says Terry Bradshaw.
Hell no.
Nah.
Come on.
Nah, bro.
I get it. He got the titles. I
Steel
get it.
Curtain got them titles.
But,
I'm not saying that Steel Curtain got them titles.
He got rings, but he rode the coattails of that Steel Curtain.
Yeah, facts.
So, all right. All the AFC South teams.
AFC South.
This is an interesting one.
Not so much.
Houston Texans.
Andre Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
That wasn't tough.
I'm with you there.
Anybody who says JJ Watt, don't come to the show anymore.
Yeah, for real. For real.
Respectfully.
Yo. For real.
Don't listen to the show anymore. Say
the Colts.
Peyton Manning.
Okay. So I wrote down two names, and I'm gonna break it down to one. I did have Peyton as one, and I did have Unitas as the other one. But for the sake of who I grew up watching, I gotta go Peyton Manning here. So we agree there. Jacksonville.
Tony Baselli.
Not a bad pick, and I thought about him. I put two names on here, and it's not one of them's not Tony Baselli. I put Fred Taylor.
That's who I battled with.
And the other cat that I put on here was Jimmy Smith.
Nah.
Really?
I mean, probably their best receiver ever, but
yeah,
man.
I mean, you could argue McCardell, but Jimmy Smith.
Nah, I would say Jimmy Smith was their best receiver, but nah.
Just I guess for me the tenure.
Well, Tony Baselli been there just as from front to back. Yeah,
Tony Baselli been there less than Jimmy Smith though.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah. So give me some game.
Yeah. Hold on here a minute, because I had to pull up the Jaguars on Wikipedia because I had no idea like what direction to go with this franchise. So from 95 to 2001.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's definitely Jimmy Smith then. Yeah.
Yeah, Jimmy Smith was there a good 10 years.
Yeah.
With them. So
yeah.
But
nonetheless, I'm still going Tony Baselli.
No, that's cool. I mean, that's a good pick still. And he's a Hall of Famer, I think, right? So I'm and
Jimmy Smith is not.
Man, Fred Taylor was an animal, man.
Yeah.
Fred Taylor was just a beast of a running back, man. I'm going Fred Taylor.
Taylor, okay.
I'm going.
I ain't mad at that. That was my.
I mean, he almost. I guess his era was just around. Like his career ended around the time when the running back started to be devalued a bit. So I got to stick with him. Titans.
Steve McNair.
Aaron McNair.
Yep.
And rest in peace.
Yep.
10-year anniversary was on the 4th of July last week.
But respectfully, in your argument,
yep.
How do you have Steve McNair over Earl Campbell?
It's hard. It's definitely hard.
Warren Moon.
Right. Those were the two names that I thought about as Oilers.
I gotta look at it that like you looked at it the same way I looked at it if you picking Steve McNair over Warren Moon.
Yeah. Yeah, but
nonetheless,
we both got McNair. It's okay. It's okay. AFC West, you got the Broncos. So who you got?
Broncos. I didn't really like my pick, but I did. I guess John Elway would be the guy. I don't want to pick John Elway, so I picked Terrell Davis. So what? I do what I want to do.
Oh man. Okay.
I went Terrell Davis.
Terrell Davis?
Fight me.
Okay. Notorious Raider says Elway.
Yeah, sure. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
B.
I get
Elway. It. Okay. All right. Yeah. I got Elway.
Yeah, I'm sure. Nah, I do what I want to do, bro.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna be different on this one. The Kansas City Chiefs. And this was a tough one for me.
This is still tough for me.
But
this is still tough for me. I got to make a decision right now.
Right. Oh, because you got some names there.
It's between... I like Tony Gonzalez, but it's almost blasphemous to not say Derek Thomas, rest in peace.
Rest in peace to the homie.
I'm gonna go Derek Thomas.
Okay.
I can't.
Okay.
I feel like I don't want to disrespect it.
Okay.
I'm going Derek Thomas.
I had Tony Gonzalez. So we were right there, but we're gonna be different on that one. So Rated for Life says Lynn Dawson, which was a name that popped up, but I can't. So. Them Chargers. And this was, I don't want to say it was tough, but it was just like, why is this tough?
Yeah.
For me, it was a no-brainer.
Phillip Rivers.
It's Phillip Rivers. What?
Phillip Rivers.
What? The greatest Charger of all time?
Phillip Rivers.
What? Wow.
Who'd you pick?
Wow. LT, man.
He left.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
So
what?
He left.
So what?
He left. Not even a Charger for real.
Hey, man. I pick who I want, man. He ain't a Jet.
No, he not. He an NFL analyst right now. Meanwhile, Phillip Rivers still playing.
All right, yeah. Quarterbacks last longer, man.
Notorious Raider Life says recency bias. You're right. You're 100% right. Recency bias.
Yep.
Not gonna argue with you there.
Mo Cheese disagrees with you. Who said? Somebody said Fouts. Oh, H-Rap.
Fouts.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad at Fouts. I can't argue with Fouts.
Right.
I mean, truthfully, I can't argue with LT if it really busts down.
Right.
But
and Fouts helped revolutionize one of the greater passing games back in the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can understand that. But bump that, man. LT broke a record in 2006. Dude was an animal in the backfield, man. All right. I do what I want. Oakland Raiders. This is for H-Rap B. H-Rap B, I know he's a Raider fan.
Who you
so
got?
was Raider for Life.
Who you got?
This was tough, but I only put one name, and I said I'll just go with Marcus Allen.
So, okay. That's what I went with. Okay.
You went with Marcus Allen?
I went with Marcus Allen.
Wow, okay. There's so many Raiders to choose from. It's crazy.
Yeah, but
Tim Brown.
Yeah, I wouldn't put Tim Brown over Marcus Allen, though.
Okay.
Gene
Upshaw.
John Akowski.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
You really do.
Ken Stabler.
Yeah, Stabler. Art Shell.
But he played for them?
Yeah.
He did? Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He did, He
He was there over 10 years, man.
Yeah, but Marcus Allen.
Mm-hmm. H-Rap B, Al Davis. Okay. Okay. Rest in peace, but
Marcus Allen.
All right, that's a bet. All right, over to the NFC. The Dallas Cowboys. Best player in Cowboys history.
You know, I asked a Cowboy fan today, and she said Larry Allen.
Larry Allen. Okay.
And the offensive lineman.
Okay.
And for the life of me, I can't imagine why she said it. I get it. He was there. I went with Michael Irvin, man.
Michael Irvin. Okay.
Let me say, I'm lying for it. She said either him or Emmitt Smith. She did say Emmitt Smith.
Okay.
But Michael Irvin did it on cocaine.
Okay. And he was sweating.
He did it on cocaine. Give me Michael Irvin, the playmaker.
I got Emmitt Smith as my
sure.
Cowboy of all time. So we differ there. The New York Giants.
LT.
I got
please.
I got Daniel. No, I'm just kidding. Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, no brainer.
Yeah, okay.
Real no brainer right there. You know somebody gonna pick Eli though.
No, ain't nobody gonna pick no goddamn Eli.
You know somebody gonna pick
nobody
Eli.
Gonna pick no Eli.
Well, I think what they would justify for Eli Manning is the streak, the consecutive game streak.
Kiss my ass.
The Super Bowls, even though LT got Super Bowls too, but some guys will do that for him.
You give me straight hand before you give me Eli.
A couple comments. Raider for Life says Art Shell played and coached the Raiders. That's right. And H-Rap B got Roger Staubach as his greatest Cowboy. Yep. Philadelphia Eagles.
Reggie White.
Man, you my nigga, man. You my nigga. That nigga Reggie White, man.
Rest in peace.
That dude's sack numbers and rest in peace.
Yep.
That dude's sack numbers with the Eagles was crazy.
I tell you who. I mean, Randall Cunningham, obviously.
Yeah,
but I heard, I don't know where you looked for your I looked at this website called Ranker.
Yep.
You did? You know about Ranker?
No, I know about Ranker. I did not look at it.
Okay, I looked at Ranker, and they had Brian Westbrook like at number 6
as a number 6 Eagle of all time.
Yeah, but it's a voting system, so people vote.
Gotcha.
And he was up at number 6. I was
6. Okay,
I was surprised.
Okay, so are there 5 or more Eagles better than Westbrook? Reggie White. You want to throw Brian Dawkins in there?
Depending on how you feel about him, but yeah, I can see that.
I'd put him in there.
Cunningham.
Jaworski.
I wonder. I'm not gonna pull it
McNabb.
up. Nah, not over. I don't think necessarily
over Westbrook. I put McNabb over Westbrook.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah,
I guess so.
So that's. I mean, dang, that's 5. I mean, who else?
I mean, he was at 6. So
yeah,
if I remember right, he was at 6. So.
Yeah. You putting David Akers?
Nah. But I mean, he was.
He was there for a while,
and he was a solid kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Warren Moon, RJ in the chat room. H-Rap B, how you give Reggie for the Eagles and not? He's responding to you, Maestro.
Yeah, I don't know how those two correlate.
He's mad that you.
Sure, but I don't see how those
Rivers
two
for the Chargers.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't get how Reggie for the Eagles and that. I don't see how those two correlate. But
yeah.
Phillip Rivers.
All right, fine.
Redskins.
Yep, Darryl Green, man.
Yeah, same. Darryl Green.
Yeah, so we pretty much. I had Emmett and you said
Michael Irvin.
Okay, never mind. But the other 3 we both hit on. NFC North, Chicago Bears.
Walter Payton.
I got Walter Payton too, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Lions.
Barry Sanders.
I got Barry Sanders too. Green Bay.
Dante Culpepper. Say no. Randy Moss.
But Green Bay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said
wait a minute.
No, I'm reading down my list and not listening to what
you.
you're saying. Brett Favre for the Packers.
I got Brett Favre too. And you had Randy Moss?
Randy Moss for the Vikings.
I do too, yeah. So we all hit on the NFC North here. NFC South, this is an interesting one.
Yeah.
The Falcons.
Deion Sanders.
It's crazy because I thought about Deion Sanders. It was between 2 players. It was between 2. It was between him and Michael Vick.
Nah.
And
you went Vic.
I went Vic, man. I went Vic, man. Yo, he had the whole ATL popping, man.
So did Deion Sanders. So did Deion Sanders.
Was 112 around? Was room 112 around when Deion Sanders was on there?
Must be the money. What about that?
Okay. Magic City.
Hey, don't put that on Deion. That wasn't Deion's fault. And Vic wasn't in Magic City like that. But you know who would have been if it was there? Deion.
You know,
because Deion was about that. Yeah, Deion. No, I know.
We would know. Would have been in there.
And I ain't saying he ain't never been, but he wasn't up in there.
I don't know.
Sure, he's been there. He's rich. Who would? Rich football player ain't never been to Magic City, and they from then played in Atlanta.
Vic.
He's been there.
That nigga been in Magic City.
Yeah, but he don't be up in there.
I think he be up in there.
Nah, I don't think he was up in there, man. I don't think he was up in there, bro. You don't even see him like that tight.
H-Rap B thinks Aaron Rodgers is the greatest Packer of all time. So,
yeah, I disagree with that. Better player for certain, but
better player. But I just don't know about player of all time in there.
The moments ain't there. Jesse Tuggle.
For who though? The Falcons?
Come on, Mo. Come on, bro. You from Atlanta for real? You get? Come on, bro.
Yeah. This dude's a diehard Falcons fan, man. Oh man, that's crazy.
But all right,
that's crazy.
Jesse Tuggle. All right, hey man.
Carolina Panthers.
I want Steve Smith.
I did go Steve Smith too.
Yeah.
Although Cam was,
it
was a thought.
It was a thought.
It was a thought.
But I'm not going. Yeah, Steve Smith.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that conference championship when the Seahawks had the triple team Steve Smith. I'll never forget it.
Oh, this was okay. That was
years ago.
The Seahawks went to the Super Bowl that year, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. New Orleans Saints.
Drew Brees.
Yeah, it's Brees for me, man.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay.
Warren Sapp.
I had a couple of names on here. I had Warren Sapp and I had Rondé Barber.
Yeah, I battled with Rondé Barber. I did battle with Rondé Barber.
Yeah, I mean, the interceptions, all the years he's played, the tackles, but Warren Sapp, I got to go Warren Sapp here. So, NFC West, Arizona Cardinals.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Yes, sir. Man, better erect a statue.
I feel like I wrote. We'll get there when we get there. I feel like people are gonna hate my Seattle answer.
Okay. I think I know who you got.
Yeah,
too.
but it's how I feel. So what?
All right. Rams.
Marshall Faulk.
I had two names on here. I had Marshall Faulk and I had Eric Dickerson.
Okay.
I will, since I've watched Marshall Faulk a lot more, I will pick Marshall Faulk for that reason. 49ers.
Jerry Rice.
Crazy. Got Jerry Rice too, but I did think about Montana.
Nah, I didn't. Respectfully, but nah.
I did think about him, but Jerry Rice is the dude for me. And your Seattle pick. You picked Russell Wilson.
I did, bro. I did.
Of course you did.
I don't care about...
Is it because of Sierra? Go ahead, dog.
No. I just... Look, when I thought about it, right? Mm-hmm. And trust me, it like, okay, Steve Largent.
Hall of Famer.
For certain.
Yep.
Cortez Kennedy.
Yep. Rest in peace.
Sean Alexander.
I didn't feel like he played there long enough. I mean,
okay,
he's been there. Right. I didn't even consider him, to be honest with you.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Okay. I mean, yes. I mean, when you consider, all the years he's put in, the Super Bowl appearance, yeah, okay.
Richard Sherman.
Whew. Yeah. He just ain't played long enough.
Marshawn Lynch.
I'm stunned that I didn't think about him, but I think you have to consider him. I mean, the man. What was the player on the Saints that he basically just gave the stiff arm to? What was that Roman Harper that he gave the stiff arm to?
Maybe that where he won that playoff game.
Yeah.
When that 7-9 beat the Saints.
But that's a part of the history.
Sure.
Of Seattle.
Sure.
So that's why you gotta and Marshawn Lynch is not my greatest Seattle Seahawk. I don't want to lead you into that, but I'm just saying I'm stunned that I didn't think about him because he made plays that sit with the franchise in terms of their lore and all that stuff.
Are we missing anybody in that running though?
Yes. All those names you read is not even the name that I picked.
Okay.
And I picked Walter Jones.
Okay, Walter Jones. Okay, I ain't mad at Walter Jones.
Yep.
I ain't mad at Walter Jones.
Hall of
and
Fame.
Matter of fact, you persuaded me. I would give Walter Jones over Russell Wilson.
Okay.
I didn't think about Walter Jones. I will change my pick on that note.
Okay.
I did not think about Walter Jones.
Okay. He's one of the better tackles.
Yeah. I'll give you that. I will give you that.
Okay. Mochi says Legion of Boom as a whole. Famous Prospect said Derek Brooks for Tampa Bay.
Yeah. I mean, I get why, but nah.
Mm-hmm. They're the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
I get why though.
Yeah, I totally understand that. So let's see.
That everybody?
Yeah, that's it. That's everybody. Let's see. 5, 9, 14.
Yeah, that's everybody.
20, 21. Okay, so 21 of the 32 we identified with. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, not much.
All right. Yeah, that's what's up. Hey,
good to know, man. Hey, man, I would challenge all y'all disagreeing to put y'all list out.
Yeah.
Do a list.
Yep.
tag us. We'll post it on the story. We're on the Instagram story.
Yep.
We'll argue.
We'll do it on Twitter.
Or you can do it on Instagram. Snap. Just type it, screenshot it.
Yep.
Post it.
Yep.
Tag us so we could post it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And let's see what we could do.
Yeah, for certain, man. All on Twitter, Instagram, the Snapchat, Facebook. We'll post it all everywhere. So, let's talk about it, man. And just want to say that we appreciate all the support from the fans, from you guys. Shout out to the X Squad affiliates in the chat room. Shout out to everybody that's listening. Shout out to all the international listeners that listen to us weekly. And also, man, I don't feel like I give enough shout outs to all of our platforms. But if you use Spotify, check us out there. Mm-hmm. If you're on iHeartRadio, check us out there as well. Obviously, Google Play Podcasts, Apple Podcasts as well, and the YouTube channel. Check us out there. We got videos.
We go live on YouTube.
Yes, we do. We go live on YouTube. So if you got YouTube, you can check us out there. If you want to contact us, just hit us up on social media at Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast on Instagram. The Twitter handle is at Barbershop SPOR2. Like I said before, we got the Facebook page, and if you want to reach out to us by email, barbershopsportstalk1@gmail.com is where you hit us up at on the email tip. So if Maestro, if you ain't got nothing to say, man, I'm ready to get the hell up out of here, man.
We're a little longer than I anticipated.
No doubt. Y'all enjoy the week, man. We'll be back. Peace. Yo, what's good? This is Trey Frazier. This is the Barbershop Sports Talk Podcast. Yes, make sure y'all tune in to us every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time.